When I awoke from my dreamless sleep, I was just in time to witness the end of the world.
It's beginning. The feast at the end of time. The last revelry to say farewell. The people here know that it's almost over.
Yeah. Only 13 days to go.
Hello everyone, this is Brian Bentley at CoinOpTV, bringing a gameplay and commentary for the Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII demo on the Xbox 360. So, this is the final chapter of the trilogy for Final Fantasy XIII, and it's, well, let's just say it's had a bit of a tumultuous run at it. The first game, while I enjoyed it, it did not receive critical success, mainly because of its roughly 20 hours of tutorial. Granted, the entire 20 hours wasn't tutorial, but for the most part it was running in a straight, down a linear path, getting told what to do for 20 hours or so. So, in the second one, the battle system was changed slightly, and it really picked up the game. It was a much better, more solid, cohesive game. Although the ending definitely left me with something where I wanted to get to this third part. Now, in Lightning Returns, I'm not going to say all the other stuff. In Lightning Returns, you play strictly as Lightning, and basically where previously in the Paradigm Shift system, where you had each character in your party be a particular type of, you're the Ravager who does magic, or the Sentinel who defends. Here, it's almost like Lightning does all the pieces together herself. So you'll notice that in her schemas, she has a red schema, which is an attacker type, schema. It has an attack, it has blitz, which is what an attacker would normally have. She has the blue side, which is the Ravager, basically. It has magic and stuff. And the yellow seems to be, even though it looks a little less Sentinel, it very well could be a very Sentinel like schema. So in a sense, she kind of has the Paradigm Shift system all to herself. Now, here they're kind of giving you the basics to, just doing guarding and stuff. So I got to do a little guarding. I didn't actually show it during this demo, but if you actually guard, like right as they're about to attack, it does stagger them a bit. It staggered the enemy a little bit. So, that's something I'll have to, do a little more looking into when we do the review. Now, you'll also notice, and this is something that is in the demo now that was not in the demo I played at E3, is the character model. She has different outfits, and each outfit and equipment goes with each schema. Now, I didn't really get to play with that much, the outfits at all, but I'm guessing it's going to have some kind of impact depending on the kind of outfit you wear and the attributes that it gives you. So I did try to, during this demo, is finish. So this is in her Black Mage getup, which I don't. It's Final Fantasy III. It's Final Fantasy. The outfits. What do you expect? I don't mean to be completely flippant, but it's Final Fantasy. What do you expect? You expect buckles and completely outrageous, costumes. Now, you'll notice that there are some people walking around with some blue lettering, and this is part of their new Outer World system. You know, didn't really get to read up a whole lot on that, but it seems like you can leave each other notes and stuff, and I'll actually try to, you know, I'll talk to this person now, or not talk, but, you know, I'll engage them, I guess. And apparently you can send screenshots and items to one another that other people along the way, you know, sort of a la Dark Souls-y kind of thing. Yeah, I'll probably use it once and then never think about it ever again. But I do go here and I cheer on the person because, you know, I mean, they spent the time to actually make this happen. I guess I kind of felt like I owed it to them. So some other things I noticed, like I said, the whole outfit thing, I'm sure that'll be, you know, integral, but, you know, I don't know, I don't really play dress up. I'm, you know, well past that age of playing dress up. I have nothing to say about this guy. Mainly because I'm guessing that robe has to be made of hemp, right? I mean, seriously. Anyway, you know, you're able to run around, you're able to jump, which you were able to do in the last game. You know, it definitely has, well, you know, the battle system definitely feels more fluid, as opposed to, you know, just always waiting for your ATB gauges to fill up. You know, you do have a little more action to it, where you can skip between schemas to keep engaging the enemy. But it is not a hack and slash by any stretch of the imagination. Now I was able to get a little sneak up here and get an extra bonus. So other than that, I mean, there really isn't a whole lot of difference between this and what I played at E3. But it, you know, the game feels fluid, the combat feels good. You know, granted, this is me playing for, you know, I went through the demo twice, so that's, we'll say, 20 minutes of gameplay, as opposed to sitting and playing and doing the same battles for, say, 40 hours. Now, there weren't a lot of, in the demo, there aren't a lot of, you know, variety of enemies. Obviously, there's the Nibbit, the Anubis, and then there's the Zoltries at the end. But the one nice thing I'll say is that at least the three enemies, well, Nibbit kind of looks like other things, but, you know, there really wasn't a whole lot of... one of the things that kind of what kind of hurt me in my opinions in the other two games was you fought the same enemies for 2 games. I mean, if you're putting in 50 hours in each game, let's just say, you know, 100 hours of fighting the exact same things over and over again. So it is nice to see that they're trying to give some variety to the... I don't know why I wasted all my time on this. You know, and Lazaga can take it out, but... I'm sorry, the Black Mage outfit killed me. I did try to get, and I don't remember if it's coming up soon, but I did try to get the second outfit, one with the weird sword, you know, she had kind of a machete thing. I tried to end it so you could see the ending with all 3 outfits on. Yeah, maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. So, you know, let us know what you think. You know, I mean, I still have the whole battle, and I'll talk about the final boss battle when I get to it. But, you know, let us know what you think about Final Fantasy. You know, definitely like the video and stuff, because, you know, we appreciate your support. Now, I'm wondering how equipment is going to work. Obviously... You know, some of it is, you know, I mean, I'm using a garden fence here as a shield, but I'm wondering how the equipment will affect, you know, your statistics, you know, exactly how role plays are going to get, or, you know, as compared to, you know, it's sitting in a, you know, moving too far towards the adventure side. Because, honestly, if it's going to be too adventure-y, I don't really want to bother with it. I had rather it stay to, you know, more core to its roots.
You think you can beat me?
Ah, man, there's a lot of battles. But we are getting to the final boss battle now, soonish. I think what I like is, you know, one of the things I like about Final Fantasy is, you know, well, I just complained about having the same monsters. You know, you do get to start to know some of the monsters as you go through each area, which kind of gives you a, you know, you can go through battles in different ways, and you know, you can just speed it up. I do like the one where she has the glowy bits. You'd almost think that monsters would know to attack her because she has glowy bits, but that's, you know, anyway. So what I was saying is, you know, you kind of get to know the monsters, and like you saw at the very, very beginning of the video, I, you know, did a look at the thing to see what weaknesses it had, so that, you know, you can kind of use those weaknesses to your advantage, and you're going to be able to customize your schema, so you can take it with you. You know, you'll be able to, depending on the area, you'll be able to, you know, customize those to, you know, kind of what you know is best for you. And I'm looking forward to playing with those systems. You know, wasn't able to see if there's going to be a Chrysalis system, much like there was in the first two games. I really hope so. You know, I felt like that was not a terrible way of, you know, going through and upgrading your character. So now we meet kind of the... I don't know if she ends up being the end boss or if Snow ends up being the end boss, but you know, I'm definitely interested in who is behind the chaos and what Lightning's role is as the savior. So
you can see when you're inside this stuff. Then you can't be.
I will say that I really like the graphic fidelity, especially in like the cutscenes. You know, Square Enix does such a fantastic job with the, you know, with these cutscenes and just the way they're how much they're able to get out of the system. It's just so beautiful. Is that a face on his chest? That's weird. Yeah, see, you know, notice things, you know, way after the fact. So of course the point of you know, is to do the staggering, and while I do not like this stagger wave system as much, I mean, I'm sure I'll get used to it. I preferred when there was a bar underneath their hit point bar and you were able to kind of see the stagger build and detract, you know, and decline. This I guess it'll just have to be one of those things where I'll have to watch to see you know, how I can keep the stagger up. You know, a lot of times I always use things like Frost Attack during those times, you know, so that the stagger bar decrease, you know, slower, because physical attacks obviously may not increase the stagger as much, but it does stop it from diminishing as fast. Now I've actually staggered. So in these three games, the point was to stagger them with magic, then go in with the hard hitters. So apparently I double staggered them. I didn't even know there was a double stagger until I did it just now. But now he's really staggered, or double secret staggered. So now I'm going to use this overclock, which I'm not really sure what you know, EP is something I guess you gain at the end of battles. You know, you can see in the screen I was getting 0.75 or 0.25 EP for each battle. So I'm guessing that's how I increase that. So maybe you'll get 2 overclocks kind of per boss battle, maybe, or maybe you'll be able to wear stuff where you can increase the maximum number of overclocking you can do. So I'm definitely curious to see how that works. So I was pretty happy with the way with the way the battle went up to this point. And then I kind of, I don't want to say I got complacent, but I started to, I should have just deployed the same strategy I used from the beginning, but decided to try something different. And, it is what it is. Of course, I probably should have guarded there. It's interesting, though, because now, I mean, you're kind of forced to watch your gauges, you know, because you can see over on the left side, you can see there's the red gauge is the current one that's activated, and then the ones below it are slowly filling up. Now, I mean, there was a nice audio cue there, but you gotta watch this guy. I mean, you gotta watch, you know, not only his hit bar to see how far how well you're doing. You know, there's the stagger gauge, that goofy glowing thing, which I really can't stand. I just wanted to show using the item system. And then you got to see when they're going to attack, because you're going to want to guard for those times. You know, I'm guessing that's going to become a bigger part of the game as you as you progress. I'm also very curious to see how the Square Enix will use the time system, because you only have 13 days, quote unquote. So I'm curious how that will play into the whole thing. Alright, well, this battle is basically over, and that is the end of our video. So, like I said, make sure you like the video. Leave all your comments below about how you feel about Final Fantasy. Tell us how much you hate it.